Greetings, everybody. We're doing a quick overview today of the Vision 34 corridor that reconnects Dallas and Fort Worth via Arlington. Now, this corridor began on July 2nd, 1902, which ushered in the modern era of Texas history when the Northern Texas Traction Company and their interurban electric railway began service here in downtown Fort Worth in Sundance Square and all the way where you see the yellow line right on into Dallas. Now, the line was 31 miles long, built in 15 months. It was the most advanced electric mass transit system on Earth at the time. 2 full years before the New York City subway system began. The power plant at Hanley, right here, this was the trigger point for basically the industrial revolution in North Texas. This line here, this power plant, the first one, was the most advanced also and first of its kind steam electric generating system, alternating current here in 1901, designed by Stone and Webster Engineering. This was the basic, the hub that lit North Texas and certainly Fort Worth, and powered the interurban line between Fort Worth and Dallas for many years, and it's still active. It's still an active power plant now, owned by Constellation Energy. So, just as a quick overview, the yellow line, that is the original interurban route. Okay, which you see, it ran adjacent to and south of the Texas and Pacific, and now Union and Pacific Railway. We have over 60 infrastructure sites which remain that have been rediscovered, I guess you can say, but also much of the Northern Texas Traction Company infrastructure and buildings are historic monuments, such as the interurban station in downtown Dallas across from City Hall. That was in the historical application, it was classified as the most important building in the first part of Dallas's history up till 1950. It's owned by AT&T now and sits directly across from, again, City Hall. Now, the original route of the interurban, as you follow here in yellow, passes Hensley Field and Jefferson Boulevard. Here we are, Jefferson Boulevard. And I know we're not in 3D yet here, but just showing you a quick overview. I'm going to keep this under 15 minutes. This is the best way I can do the presentation and explain the data that we have in the time frame allotted. And Jefferson Boulevard goes from downtown Fort Worth to downtown Dallas. And if you follow this here, it goes right across the Jefferson Viaduct into downtown Dallas redevelopment here at K. Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center, Dallas College redevelopment, and also whatever's going to happen with City Hall. Now, our contention is, in the Vision 34 corridor, what that does is it reactivates the original commercial corridor of the Metroplex, and that is what you see in yellow. That is part A of our Vision 34 corridor, which is a trimodal patent pending system for ground level autonomous vehicles, which solves the last mile, first mile issues with DART. Now, Dallas area rapid transit also. This is the red line right here that goes down to Westmoreland Station. Now, there's already on the books the red line extension, so Vision 34 corridor will meet up with DART with a multimodal hub right here at Hensley Field. 800-acre redevelopment representing the future of smart city technologies and autonomous technologies as called out for in the Hensley Field Master Plan. Grand Prairie as well. Now, stations on the elevated guideway that come out of Texas and Pacific Station in Fort Worth over here. Okay, and then just another quick overview. What you see in red is the Fort Worth Street Railway Company. Um, these cities are modern creations of the first age of electrification. They were all created around the streetcar lines, same as Dallas, Fort Worth especially, and the interurban line. Now, what you see in the street railway here is all running in what are now NEZ zones. So when we remove mobility, we now have a neighborhood economic empowerment zone. The largest of these is the Lancaster corridor. Now, the Lancaster corridor here has the distinction of also having the lowest life expectancy in the state of Texas. It is structurally broken, and has been historically disinvested since 1957 when I-30 opened up here and took 17,000 vehicles a day off of the original commercial corridor, which was the Bankhead Highway running on Lancaster. And it's the same with Jefferson Boulevard. When I-30 opened, we took 17,000 cars out of the direct route between Dallas and Fort Worth. And, well, the situation has not improved. We'll just say that. So what we do is the Vision 34 corridor is a comprehensive economic development plan to institute transit-oriented development policies that have been in place for DART and for Trinity Metro that have accounted for over $20 billion in development around station locations since 2000. And as part of this, with the elevated guideway, we'll call it the elevated high capacity mass transit line that was designated Route 31 to be used at Lancaster Boulevard. It's basically the high-speed rail study running down on and reactivating the original economic corridor with the Stadler Flirt 3 technology in place with TexRail and also with DART and the Silver Line. So what I'm highlighting here is we've got downtown Fort Worth, the Texas A&M Innovation District, which is also a transit-oriented development. We have Texas and Pacific Main Station here, which is TexRail, the new TexRail extensions going west up into the medical district, and the TexRail East will run adjacent to the Union Pacific line and pick up right here at College Hill and Texas Wesleyan University, reactivating this as a transit-oriented development. And all these areas have been significantly disinvested and are part of Fort Worth Forward's main plan for investment. The one issue we are not plugging transit back into this original transit corridor, which it'll be fundamentally transform the entire East Fort Worth region. This is Stop 6 Oakland Corners, which was Stop 6, of course, named after the sixth stop on the interurban. Here in Hanley, this was the hub of the traction company and the high tech, basically Texas's first high tech hub, and an engineering center that is still very much part of the fabric of the town. It just needs to be. It's a heritage tourism site. It's also a National Historic District, still directly across from the active power plant. And on Lancaster TX 180, that is what Arlington Rapid Transit was set up to construct ATS technologies on. And just to explain the colors real quick, we have red is your original interurban right-of-way. Now, the entire right-of-way is still wide open. That's for active transportation and conversion into, rails to trails program. The majority of this route, at least 12 miles of it, is still hard-packed roadway and already perfectly be able to use as a bike trail. Same with purple here. These are existing sections of the Bankhead Highway here at Division Street. And Howe family farms at historic Waples Platter between Rush and Village Creek. So you have the original Texas and Pacific. You have the most advanced electric railway at the time, 1902, the interurban right here, and then the Bankhead Highway, 1922, which highlights, well, we have been at the forefront of fundamental and transformative transportation technologies since 1876. So, Vision 34 corridor, we activate historic urban villages with the intention of reconnecting communities, and especially right here in Division Street and Cooper Street. This would be the location of the Maverick Central Station right here, Division and Cooper. And we use as a Mockingbird Station and SMU. It would be, well, UTA would be the hub. It would pretty much open up every parking lot. We have 47,000 students that are fighting over 16,000 parking spots every day. So we have a parking issue here, which is a time tax on students, 100 hours a year for commuters and students that are unable to get into school effectively and on time. And 1.7 miles away, we have right here, as you can see, that's the entertainment district. And the city of, well, the future city of the future city center as designated in the 2017 station area study commissioned by the NCTCOG for the city of Arlington. Now, we have an issue with parking. Obviously, parking lots are an issue in the entertainment district. So, Vision 34 corridor is essentially moving the high-speed rail, and it doesn't compete with the high-speed rail. This complements it. This is regular regional commuter transit. We have 15 million visitors a year to Globe Life, to AT&T Stadium, and the entertainment district that are stuck in, well, traffic and this car-centric modality that's outdated. And the activation of the Vision 34 corridor and the construction of it with the autonomous technologies ground level, and also with the elevated high capacity guideway between downtown Fort Worth and Hensley Field here will, well, I mean, the studies, our studies are using all publicly available data. It will catalyze the development of up to $30 billion within the next 20 years, all along what is now a transit desert. The 2017 study from City of Arlington, the stationary study, highlights $3.4 billion just in parking lot redevelopment alone. Hensley Field, that's a couple $100 million redevelopment just on the books now, with the eventual red line extension here pointed out. Now, another very important aspect of this, and we are partners with JPods and JPods Texas, is the People Mover, Personal Rapid Transit, PRT, and JPods. Now, JPods Texas has a goal of coming up the great. This is the Great Southwest Industrial Park right here, the largest industrial park in Texas. Contains defense contractors. Here's General Motors. We've got Lockheed Martin, and also numerous other 500 different vendors for that. And the trucks are killing the roads. They're killing the roads, and it's definitely an issue that needs to be addressed, and everybody's looking at. So JPods, which is an approved NCTCOG technology, we have a certification project that we are advocating for to build the certification prototype at Hensley Field. and then with the intention of activating and hooking up the Freight Mobility Center here at DFW International Airport, down the southern route, which is a direct route down Amon Carter Boulevard, and then the Great Southwest Parkway into where the Vision 34 corridor connection will be with Division and Great Southwest. The other issue is we have to get people and into the metro, but we have to get people into the entertainment district. So this route provides a direct route. Now Avenue E, you can see, is a. Let's just tilt this up a little bit here. And as we scan out, you see Avenue E. It's another wide boulevard that leads right into Six Flags, Texas. And likewise, Randall Mill Road with J Pods, we link right into. And this is a 100-foot wide road with a very large median, brings us right directly into Globe Life Field, Choctaw Stadium, and AT&T Stadium. So that's our route, proposed route for the V34 into and J-Pods, Texas, into the entertainment district. We fly above the roads, we're above traffic, we're above congestion, we are a solar powered approved technology, and the goal is to utilize these technologies for freight movement, especially in Great Southwest. We got a 1957 built industrial park that has. We have to innovate. We have to innovate. We have to integrate new technologies. We have to get people and freight out of DFW International Airport, the third busiest in the world, down into the southern part of the Metroplex, and especially the city of Arlington. Moving on towards Grand Prairie, we have historic Grand Prairie Main Street, Hensley Field, the massive redevelopment project that is going to be Smart City West, and educational facilities here. Here's Mountain Creek Campus, Dowlage College, and just taking the Red Line extension when you anticipate Tex Rail meeting up with DART here. As the red line progresses, it comes right directly into the downtown Dallas redevelopment district here, Dallas College, and however many billions, 10 billion, whatever it is right now, of redevelopment here. So, ground level autonomous technologies for Jefferson Boulevard, reactivating the Bankhead Highway, the nation's first intercontinental concrete paved roadway with the world's first fully deployed autonomous roadway, will be a transformative financial and, well, it'll fundamentally transform our entire region, and we will lead not just the world, well, we will lead the entire world in autonomous technologies, as we have done already with numerous others. And you got to, there we go, try and scope this out. Now, this is by far not my best presentation. It's my very first presentation on this, so I beg your indulgence as we just highlight the key points of it. So, the V34, it interconnects every major industrial and commercial and educational facility from Dallas College, downtown, Mountain Creek College, Dallas Baptist University. As we move through the University of Texas at Arlington, anchors this brain train. And same thing, we come over here as we get into Fort Worth. We have College Hill and the Texas Wesleyan University leading right into Texas A&M University, the Texas Transportation Institute, and the new Switchyard Innovation District in Fort Worth, which also connects Panther Island redevelopment, Sundance Square, TCU, the stockyards. This completes the Metroplex mobility circuit.